Thanksgiving. Of course, we all have our Thanksgiving traditions, but for one man, it's the Lions game.
And we're not just talking about sitting on the couch at home watching the game on TV. No, today is the 50th straight year of one fan enjoying the game in person in the stands. 7 Action News reporter Matthew Smith is in Midtown and joins us live. And Matt, this is about much more than the game itself at this point.
Yeah, you know, you say tradition, but what does that really mean? Tradition is really built on something, love and devotion. And for one family, it's not just the game, it's the memories surrounding it.
It started humbly, but it's exciting now that it's a half a century.
Looking through pictures, the memories come back for Howard Heyman.
The bond and the event, it means more to me than whether they win or lose.
Yeah, the memories pile up, and not just the newer ones.
When in doubt, give it to Barry.
Heyman saw Barry bolt. He saw LT run wild on our offense. He was there for the famous O.J. Simpson game, breaking a rushing record in a loss to the Lions back in 1976. But the first time was 50 years ago, almost too far back to find game footage, just this pick six and pitch that the Vikings celebrate all these years later.
What I really remember is leaving there, and my Lions had been soundly beaten, and I was so happy. My dad went, and we went to the game. We took a shot. I had a good time. It was a great memory, so much so that it sparked this tradition.
A tradition of 50 straight games. Heyman's dad attended roughly 40 before passing away in 2013. Yeah, the faces have changed, but they still run 10 or 12 deep most years.
It's always a pleasure to hear from our passionately loyal Lions fans.
Reading a letter from the Lions organization, it's easy to see that this is something special. This hat, gifted from the team after his 40th straight Thanksgiving Day game. And while what's on the field matters, chances are Howard will think of his dad today. After all, this story started 50 years ago, not just because of the love of football, but out of love and devotion to an excited 13-year-old.
Until I was older, I didn't realize how much he was out of his element to go down on a snowy day and buy tickets on the street in front of Tiger Stadium. He did it to please me.
I love that about this story. This is really about family. Howard, by the way, came on down this morning. He usually gets breakfast before the game. I mean, he was devoted. He's excited. 50 years. I mean, it just feels amazing, huh?
It does. It started in Detroit, Tiger Stadium in '69 with just my dad and I. Then after '75, about 25 years in Pontiac, and we're back in downtown Detroit watching the Lions Thanksgiving Day game again.
And I understand you even brought your father along in a way, huh?
The whole group was invited. I told them they were a bunch of devoted wimps because they're not here. But it started with my father and I. He took me to the game in '69, and now I'm bringing him with me today to the game. So it's back where we started. My dad and I downtown Detroit for the game.
Howard, a beautiful tribute. Congratulations on 50 years. And by the way, if you didn't catch that, the Lions thanking him as well with that written letter. He'll be on the big screen later today. For now, we're live in Midtown. I'm Matthew Smith with Howard, by the way, 7 Action News.